So, for today's episode, which is one of the two finale episodes for season one, I've got someone special with me, a fellow creative whose journey has been really interesting, has been filled with twists and turns, but has achieved what he wanted to in his career and is continuing to do that. So, I'll get him to introduce himself.
Thank you. Hey everyone, I'm Smilez. I'm a DJ, producer, event curator. Um, I host radio shows, and above all, I'm a good person. I got two lovely children. They keep me going every day.
I'll get you to talk a little bit about your journey, what it was like growing up, and how that led you to where you are now with your career, how, you know, your cultural background influenced your music and everything else, and how that led you to where you are.
So my family migrated from El Salvador in '91
Yeah.
because of the Civil War, and when we growing up, I guess for me, it was always about in my culture. It's always about music, sports, dance, and that was something I've always gravitated towards. And I like during high school, I guess unfortunately my parents, I grew up in a single parent household, and I pursued dancing as a career, and I could see how hard my mom worked. You know, three jobs to sustain her five kids,
Yeah.
and that really put, like, I guess inspired me to work on dancing, on something that I love, and that slowly progressed to music, to DJing and production, which kind of fell onto me because I went through like a bad injury, and thank God that we got to where I'm at today. So for me, it's obviously like Latino household that we love listening to music, and falling into DJing. I think it really progressed for me in 2019,
Yeah.
where I really saw like how much like you could progress as an artist. The deeper you get, you deeper you go into finding out where you come from.
Yeah.
And that really happened to me. Like I was a hip hop DJ, who I thought, I love hip hop music, and well, I thought this was who I am. And I remember in 2019 where I had this moment where I was like, wow, like I've done this. I've played all the clubs I want to play at. I've supported all these artists that I thought, would bring me complete joy. And as that happened for me, it was actually the opposite. I was kind of like, oh, is this what I've signed up for?
Like something
Is
was missing.
Yeah, is this really what I want? And so then I started looking within. I started looking like, how, like, am I playing the music that I actually love? Am I representing myself to my best potential? Like, meaning, am I dressing the way I want to dress? Am I thinking about the judgment that comes with this singing? Or am I wholeheartedly doing everything that I love and attracting energy? And I'll never forget 2019, the Smiles Effect was born. I really did just shift. Like, I stopped looking as a DJ, right? Like, it's really what is perceived to be a good DJ is to keep the dance floor busy and bumping. But in fact, for me, that was actually the worst thing. Like, a good DJ to me was playing music and attracting people to come see and hear that sound. And that's essentially how the Smiles Effect, which was my first Australian tour in 2019, was born, because people were coming to see and hear the music that I was playing. And the thing that shifted was that I started playing music I grew up on. I played a lot of Latin, Brazilian music that, like, on a Sunday we're cleaning the house and this is what we're listening to. And that's what people connected with. And it makes sense. Like, we love to connect. Us as humans, we love to connect.
And it was authentically you. And that really shined through.
And that was the best thing I could have done. I haven't looked back since. And like I said, it's really easy to fall into a place of comfortability. And like, I think for this DJing, for me, it was more a spiritual connection where I'm going to look within, I'm going to play what I like. And if you don't like that, then like, that's all good. Like, I'm happy. I'd rather have 5 people in the room enjoy than 100 people and not like
Yeah.
connect with me. Like I would rather have 5 connect with me more than the 100 that just don't really care who I am and what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So and I guess yeah, it's brought me here. I've traveled, I've toured in Europe, I've toured all around Asia, Singapore, Philippines, China, and I just got back from touring in Canada, Mexico, and Brazil.
Which has been a dream. So,
It's been a dream, yeah.
Like come a long way from where you started.
Yeah. It's been a long dream, and honestly, I feel like there's as much as I feel like there's work to be done. I finally feel like I'm in a position where I enjoy this journey wholeheartedly. Like this is more than just the DJing for me. This is like honestly, this is a deeper connection to myself. I'm almost in a meditative state when I'm doing my thing, and this is the highest vibration that I can give to the world. So
yeah, and that's pretty amazing because not everyone, get to explore their authentic self or push themselves enough to be at that place. And it's amazing that you can get to that place and do that while you're pursuing a career that you love. What would be the advice you would give your younger self and or someone watching this that's around, your age when you went through everything that you went through? What would be the advice you would give them to keep going, to keep pushing in terms of their life?
For me, the biggest thing above everything, whatever you do, whatever you decide to do in your life, you have to believe, really have to believe in what you're doing. Do it with intention, do it with confidence. For me, it was more about honing in on like the music that I love to play. I feel like that really brought this whole other energy of Smilez as a brand, So people really connected, well, yes, with my music, but it was like besides that, like you take away the music, that you see how into it I am behind the decks. You see how much I talk when I talk about certain things, or like everything. It was like I really lived, breathed what I'm doing, And I feel like that's really important. And it's very easy to say like, yeah, like I'm the best, or I feel like it's gonna happen, But like I remember times where I felt like I'm never gonna, make it, or whatever that may mean. So
and that's when you got to believe in yourself even more. That's when it needs to be, the strongest that you can be mentally to push through.
110%. Like I couldn't agree. And like, I have a really beautiful circle, and they honestly do keep me like going. But at the end of the day, like in life, like you are on this on your own. Like no one's gonna like believe in you if you just said, oh, I want to be a DJ. Like honestly, like it took so much work and effort to show like my mom that like this artist thing for me is serious. Like I'm flying across the world to do this thing, and like I'm living off it. Like so I think the biggest tip, and if anybody is just trying to pursue anything, like anything is possible these days, is I honestly just believe in it and tunnel vision everything. Don't worry about what people say, and don't overthink it, and you'll be all right.
And that's so true. As long as like you tune out the white noise
100%.
and you focus on the end goal, anything is possible. So thank you so much for sharing your story with us. I'm sure it was really insightful to people watching, and it always helps. Every person's story helps someone in some way or another. So I do really appreciate it. So thank you.